Here's a recap of It Chapter 1 before you watch Welcome to Derry, and check my page for a recap of Chapter 2. The story of It takes place in the town of Derry, Maine, a pretty terrible place to live that's plagued with centuries of unexplained tragedies and children gone missing. Chapter 1 starts with Bill making a sailboat for his brother Georgie, who sails it down a storm drain, where he meets a clown named Pennywise who bites off his hand and pulls him down a drain. Fast forward almost a year and we meet Bill's friends Richie, Stan, and Eddie, and their group later gets joined by Ben, Mike, and Beverly. All these kids have been bullied for one reason or another, so they dub themselves the Losers Club. One of these bullies is a kid named Henry Bowers.
This guy sucks.
Bill's still hung up on his brother's disappearance, and he thinks he may know where Georgie's body's at. So the gang goes to look for it. At the same time, Ben gets bullied by Henry and his friends, but he gets away and meets up with the Losers Club, and into the sewers they go. But one of Henry's friends goes in after them, and he encounters Pennywise, and well, you probably know how that ends. After the sewers, the group meets and learns that they've all encountered a mystery clown in some way, shape, or form, and refer to him as It. And they're sure that It is the one that took Georgie. We discover It is an entity that lives in the sewers and takes the form of what a person fears most and shows up every 27 years to feed on children. The kids learn that the central location of the sewers is a well that leads under this creepy house. Going in seems like a bad idea, but they do it anyway and all end up encountering Pennywise. And things go pretty poorly until Beverly impales him in the head.
In the face!
After this, the group's not so sure they're committed to the cause outside of Bill and Beverly, but then plot twist, Beverly gets kidnapped by Pennywise, so now the gang's back together to go rescue her. But remember Henry? Yeah, it turns out he's a jerk because his father abuses him, so Pennywise convinces him to unalive his father, and then he goes insane and goes after the Losers Club. But Mike's had enough and he pushes Henry down the well.
See you, chump.
So everyone goes down the well and finds Pennywise's messed up collection of circus memorabilia, kid stuff, and dead floating children. Bev is also floating because she saw Pennywise's dead lights, which are real bad. But then they wake her up and collectively face off against Pennywise and eventually defeat him. At the end of the movie, Beverly tells the gang that she had a vision of them fighting It as adults, so they all swear a blood oath to return to Derry if It ever comes back. And the movie ends with Beverly and Bill kissing, which is way less messed up than what happens with Beverly in the book.